Hey guys, it's Yolanda from Soullight Space. Welcome to my new video. Surprisingly, this is my very first video that I'm making in this year. So we we needed such a huge eclipse in Aries, the energy of new start, of rebirth, of starting all over again, of taking new actions, of returning back with Mercury retrograde in Aries. So yeah, I needed a big push to be back here on YouTube. Uh, that was due to my personal circumstances, but luckily this eclipse season is very empowering, and hopefully I will have more energy, more time to share more videos here with you on YouTube. So I wanted to give you some guidance about what is actually going on right now in the sky. We're gonna see a little bit over the past as well. And that's due to the fact that the Mercury retrograde is still here. We are slowly starting to head towards this final stage of Mercury retrograde. Remember that always we have also those 2 weeks of post shadow. So Mercury needs some time to get to this high speed. But it will be better. Better times are ahead. I know that for many of you, this month could be extremely frustrating because of the amount of fire, right? Many planets in Aries, eclipse in Aries, but at the same time, the ruler of eclipse, Mars, the planet of action, was stopped, blocked by Saturn. So that was a very frustrating combination because from one side, Aries energy, new moon in Aries is like in charge with eclipses, with karma. It's like you have so much passion, so much desire. You want to start something new. You want to take action. Some new ideas might start to appear, and this restlessness and enthusiasm and wanting something. Aries is very fast. Aries is like not thinking, it's just doing. And with this energy here, action was not so spontaneous. Most of you probably spent this month not doing much, just like me. um, it was the time of slowdown, of observing what is actually happening in your life, what these eclipses are here to tell you, what signs, what synchronicities, what people enter or leave your life. Everything could serve as a little sign from universe about what is outdated in your life, what is not serving you anymore, what needs to just be detoxified from your life, and also where you are heading next. So this is this time of transition, especially potent with Aries, because Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So it's not just a random eclipse that, we have some death and rebirth and transformation. Aries is really the very beginning of astrology. So this is really like the most new start energy you can get in the whole zodiac wheel. And now it's important to know where this Aries is in your chart. So guys, you can generate your chart, for example, on the same site as I use, horoscopes, astroseek.com. To me, this is the best place to check astrology. I like this design, but of course, it's up to you. Some of you use other apps, and it's fine. It's all about you understanding your chart. So, yeah, if you want to work with me here in this little session, please have a look where's Aries in your chart, especially 19 degree. That was the place of eclipse on April 8th. I would say one of two most important moments of this month. And this month I would call definitely the most karmic, possibly the most life-changing, the most liberating, the most important month of this year. And even I would go further, and I would say that for some of you, if you were very strongly aspected by current energies, then April can be one of the most important months in your entire life. That's how potent this eclipse was. And that's because it had like triple karma at play. It was not just a normal eclipse. That's because of Aries representing this new beginning. That's because of Saturn. Saturn was in union with both rulers of both eclipses. So this is very special. And the triple karma, because I said it's like a triple karmic charge. Yeah, like eclipse by itself is karmic because of the karmic nodes. Karmic nodes represents where we are heading towards in this chapter of eclipse. And they are helping us to reach our destiny. Karmic things are happening, uh, karmic consequences as well. Then second is this Saturnian energy. Saturn is the lord of karma. So we having eclipses both conjunct Saturn because of Saturn being in conjunction with the ruler of each eclipse, with Venus and with Mars. So this is like a super, super karmic event. It was meant to be. Whatever happened, guys, even if you are right now in not the best place ever, it was meant to be. And this is the point where I would like you all to relax. Everything is okay. Everything is good. The whole process is really designed for you to grow, evolve, and reach your soul purpose. So you are guided, you are protected here. Everything is working in your favor. And number three, where this conjunction was happening, the conjunction between Mars and Venus, in the last sign of the whole astrology, which is Pisces. Pisces rules karmic past lives. So things connected to past lives are coming back now with Saturn, the Lord of Karma, being in Pisces, the sign that is connecting us to those karmic events, to ending karmic cycles, to cleaning our karma out of this karmic depth and those old energies that are still affecting our life. And also deeply spiritual sign. In this sign, we are not talking about 3D dimension, and we are talking about the divine dimension, spirituality, things that you cannot describe. Either you feel it somehow in your body, in your soul, or you just don't have access to this in this lifetime. Because in order to feel Pisces fully, you need to also be on a spiritual journey. You need to be on this path of developing your soul, healing your energy, being connected to the divine, to nature, to your own emotions, working on your mental health as well. It's also religion. If for those of you who are believers in some religion, then Pisces is also here. In general, everything that is connecting you to the source, to something more, to something physical, metaphysical, not physical, uh, something untangible. Pisces is the energy of feelings, is water, and water is energy. Water has no physical appearance as it is. I don't know if you get me, but like water is has no color if it's pure and clean, right? And it's also shape, doesn't have shape. It's like wherever you put this water, it will become the shape of in which the water is placed. So that's why Pisces is something like that. It's like you cannot really find definition for this. It's very deep. It's very, very, very spiritual, very divine. So in those energies, guys, we were having both of the rulers of this couple of eclipses. For those of you who don't know much about eclipses, just few general info. They always come in pairs. They are very normal. They happen every 6 months. So it's not the end of the world. It's the highlight of our spiritual evolution and life evolution. They bring changes, they bring some consequences. They highlight important things in our life. Um, Usually, the most important stuff in your life will be happening on eclipses, around eclipses, not exactly the day of eclipse, but it can be 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after, 4 weeks after. I did have experiences in my case that very often eclipse would happen like, yeah, like 4 or 5 weeks after the eclipse. Like the moment of eclipse was so intense, was so confusing. There was like so much happening, this strong, powerful transformation, that there was not much space for action, not much space for something to happen. It was more like processing what is going on and adapting, integrating those energies. And then events as manifestation of this energy of eclipse would unfold a few weeks later. That's very typical in my case. You can observe how this is happening for you. Uh, Although this year, indeed, I had like a fated conflict with my mother exactly on the eclipse, March 25th. That's because she's Libra, and I have my son in the very last degree of Virgo. So this eclipse was in Libra, fifth degree. So we were both eclipsed. And yeah, there were some old things that were not discussed, and that was some sort of purification, and also this final understanding for me that this connection is not something I want to continue having in my next journey. Uh, and I also had straight away signs from eclipses that yes, you are right, because everything started to be so wonderful after I made this move, mm, and made this help you guys to understand that really eclipses doesn't want to hurt you. They want to help you. They want you to be more happy. And sometimes we are not aware that certain family connections or partnerships or jobs or mindset or our habits, they are really blocking our abundance in life. We are blocking ourselves with our decisions, and this new chapter cannot come. And people are like complaining that nothing ever changes and that my life is just all the time the same, boring, and I cannot manifest what I want. That's possibly because you refuse to let go of things that universe is trying to really show you in so many ways that they are not for you, that it's time to release that you will never be happy being stuck in this partnership, in this job, in this place, in this country, in this city, in this house, whatever. It's really depending on the position of eclipse in your natal chart. Yeah, so just for you to know that, eclipses are not events to be so scared about. Yes, on the global level, maybe this is more tricky, but I don't want to talk about this now. I would like to focus on self-growth, on how you can use this time in order to evolve. So, rule number one, trust this time of the year. Whatever is happening in those, especially in those 2 weeks in between eclipses, because we always have full moon and new moon, both are karmic, both are fated, both are very intense, like few times more potent than a normal new moon, normal full moon. And as you know, full moons, they bring results. They are expressive, they are visible, just like the moon is very visible on the sky, illuminating everything. So those events around full moons, they are usually more extraverted, and very often connected to endings as well, because things are exposed by full moon illumination, and this can lead to ending. You just see the situation clearly and you're like, okay, I'm done. Thank you, bye. And on the other side, the second eclipse, I mean, it doesn't, I don't want to also confuse you. It's not like they always go in the same order, that there's first full moon and then new moon. It's one day it's like this, another round is another order. Sometimes first we have the new moon, So we have this energy of new start emerging, but then 2 weeks later, we are making this final completion of the old. And in this case, it was the opposite. First, we had the eclipse on March 25th in Libra, 5th degree, and that was the ending, completion of the chapter. So we could have this vibration of, okay, something has to end. And then April 8th, the new start. And as I mentioned, with Saturn. So this is not a normal start, guys. This is a start that can bring you a very, very long-term results because Saturn rules time, patience, karma, and karmic rewards. And usually with Saturn, we create something that will last even forever if you wish, if you will work on this. But Saturnian cycle lasts 30 years. So very often we connect the longevity of Saturn with this 30 years cycle. And then there is kind of like a Saturn return of this start. So let's say in 30 years, Saturn will be back in Pisces. And if you really start a new beginning of a solid foundation, then in 30 years there will be like a karmic recheck. And it will be either karmic rewards that you have chosen correctly and you've been working on your goals, and you might have like a very big reward after what you decided to start in April. Or it can be the opposite. It can be like the reality check and ending of the cycle as well. Or it can be both. It can be ending with rewards, right? Maybe some of you will start a new job, mm, new path, new career, and I don't know, new relationship, new project, new life somewhere. You will move somewhere, maybe. Or you will just start your life in a new way in terms of how you perceive yourself, and that will be this foundation for your next 30 years. So if you've been working with Chiron energy, remember that Chiron was uh, right in the heart of this eclipse at 19 degree, together with Sun and Moon, April 8th, Aries. So if you've been working on Chiron wounds, not only now, but for the last couple of years, then this eclipse, first of all, could reward you for your healing of the wound of self. Yes, Chiron in Aries, we are healing ourselves, this I am energy. We are healing our sense of identity. We are healing our insecurities, complexes, low self esteem, this fear of taking charge, fear of starting, of risking, of jumping into the new. We are healing our warrior energy. And this energy of being self sufficient, autonomous, being able to do things on your own without company, not waiting for others to join you, like the opposite sign Libra, but being very brave and very independent. And this is this energy of solo traveler. Like, I want to go to Indonesia. Okay, my friends are working, nobody wants to go. I just buy a ticket and I go myself. Yes, that's Aries. This is Aries energy. Bold action. You are afraid, but you are doing this. And we have this Chiron energy here. You can see right now it's at 20 degrees. So Chiron left the degree of eclipse, the 19 degree. So that also is suggesting that, yeah, the process is already there. There was some progress in this healing for us all. We went 1 degree further in the healing journey. And also we have a beautiful connection right now when I'm talking. We have Venus and Mercury retrograde at 17 degree. Right now when I am recording this, it's Friday afternoon for me. For US will be few hours earlier, depending in which state you are. So this is also interesting, and you can see that they are close to the North Node. Venus had a meeting with the North Node 2 days ago on April 17. So that was a very big day for observing yourself. If there was something happening in your energy in terms of values, in terms of finances, relationships, your body, your self worth, your beauty. your sense of beauty, art, uh, and for feminine energy, also your sense of femininity. Uh, in Aries, this sense of femininity is very fiery, passionate, expressive, honest, bold, masculine. Aries is ruled by Mars, so this is like Venus and Mars connected in one, united in one thing when Venus is in Aries. So, yeah, guys, if you want to journal, in general, I invite you to have like your notes about all that was happening in April, what, when, how, because later in life, even many years from now, you will be able to go back to this April and you will understand what these eclipses truly meant for you and for your life, because we see the sense of this all very often years later. Like now, when I'm coming back to some eclipses from my past, when I do research, I'm like so impressed by how karmic it was. Also, very important people appear in your life during eclipses. And I have some people in my mind that really did, it was just so intense, so important, so healing, so it was like a very important point in my soul journey. Meeting this person, having some experience with this person, and now it depends what universe wants you to experience right now. Because as I always say, eclipses are karmic. This is not something you can fight against. This is not something that you can control. This force will be stronger than you. There might be events that you really didn't plan, that you might be unhappy about. They might be uncomfortable. It might be, the feeling of you being forced to leave your comfort zone, leave your old values, leave your old lifestyle, and make some sacrifices. But really, again, trust the process. This process is really designed for your soul. Eclipses are affecting especially people who are lost in the game of life and they go in the wrong direction and they are not following the soul purpose. So then eclipses are like, okay, this soul there is not really going where she or he is supposed to go. So let's help. Let's help the soul. And eclipses come with this thunder, power moment, destruction, you know. I don't know, maybe you lose the job or your relationship is destroyed by eclipse, or something happens in your life that you have to move to another place suddenly or something. Some drama can happen, but it is always just a sign that you were in the wrong place. And if you would stay there, your soul would just be all the time in the same position, not growing, not evolving. And this is the goal of this life, to go a little bit higher than where you used to be in the beginning of life, and like experience some sort of growth. This is the true success in life. It's not about career, it's not about how much money you have, or it's really like from evolutionary perspective, you can have no matter what you want. But if your soul will be not growing, if the soul purpose will be not satisfied, you will not feel satisfaction in this lifetime. This is so important to understand where's your soul purpose in your horoscope, what does it mean, what planets are involved in your soul purpose, what can help you to reach that, and follow this journey. Because if not, you will be just all the time karmically stuck in the past life, in old patterns, and you'll be very like struggling all the time, that you are doing so much but you just keep coming back in circles to the same position, and there's like this repetitive pattern of some struggle going on in your life. So yeah, that's my invitation for you guys to study your soul purpose. If any of you is interested in doing this with me, I am right now not taking clients yet, but I'm planning to do it soon. So you can join my wait list. I already have some people waiting. So, yeah, if you want to be the first one in the queue and meet with me, then please have a look at my offer. Everything is in the description box. All the links I would like you to see. And I also prepared a special Uranus Jupiter playlist on Spotify with those energetic, revolutionary songs. You must know, guys, that I have similar placement in my own chart. Uranus opposition to Jupiter between third house and ninth house. So it's like both houses are about knowledge and communication. And both of them, Jupiter and Uranus, they square my Mercury, another planet of communication and thinking in the 12th house of this deep soul diving. So I do have this position of uh yeah, having some similar energies of what some of you might be experiencing now. This energy of expansion, of growth, of big high hopes with Jupiter. Jupiter is the most positive planet, so it's always trying to look at the bright side of life, even when there is some struggle. And it's also the energy of a wider perspective. And Uranus is awakening. It's disturbing your status quo. So this combination, guys, happening right now, you can see we are under this conjunction, 21st degree. The peak is on April 2021, depending where you live. But this weekend in general, let's just call it this weekend. It's already in the air for some days and weeks even. And I would say that you can observe this energy growing since March, especially like since March 22nd. And then now we have the peak of this. So now this will be like the highest expression of this conjunction. And then we will be seeing Jupiter going in the direction towards Gemini, leaving slowly Uranus behind. But for now, the magnitude of Jupiter is right on Uranus. Uranus is this genius mind. Uranus sees things ahead of time. It's the future energy. So you guys can have such incredible insights right now about life, about sense of life, about your own identity. Wherever is that in your chart, guys, you need to see where is Taurus, 21st degree, and connect the dots. I have house descriptions on my blog. Please have a look in the description box and use it. It's for free. It will help you to understand in which area of your life you are going for this awakening energy and this liberation as well. Especially people who have deep houses affected, which is fourth house, deep emotional energy, eighth house, even deeper, the house of Scorpio, transformation. Here we transform trauma. Here we also have the energy of soul merging, so soul energy with others, that you share this energy with other people. So something here can happen, something awakening sudden. And 12th house, the deep spirituality, karmic energy here in the 12th house. So here again, Pisces energy, and here especially, these people can be especially impacted by karma. Something happening regards maybe past life. I would recommend you guys do the past life regression if you're interested under this energy. Like, it doesn't have to be exactly now, but or some hypnosis, observe your dreams, and work with your intuition and solo time as well. Very needed for all those houses I mentioned, 4th, 8th, and 12th. This is the house of depth, deep emotions. So you can really have amazing awakening time here, breakthrough, something that you like. This can be something so sudden, unexpected, so strange that you have like you'll need like weeks to process this information or this insight or this shift in your mindset. very expansionist energy. It's in the degree of Sagittarius, and Sagittarius sees things from the wider perspective. So it's really like, new horizons are opening up. And even though I said that, yeah, April is quite tricky for travel, we have Mercury retrograde from April 1st till April 25th. And we have this eclipse, and we had Mars conjunct Saturn, which is blocking the movement, right? Mars is moving and Saturn is blocking. So you could see that traveling could be tricky. We had a lot of alerts in different parts of the world with, some natural disasters and complications with travel, and even like cancellations of flights. But at the same time, I do see that many people will travel under this energy and further, and especially later in June when Jupiter will be in Gemini. So I feel like this is just the start, guys. It's like the start of this expansion that people will be like, quitting jobs, saying goodbye to this old comfort zone in Taurus, and just deciding to, go out there and explore, and also tap into the energy of working, using your natural talents. Taurus rules that, and Taurus is also money. Uranus is innovation. Uranus is freedom, and Uranus is authenticity. So this combination together with this beneficial Jupiter can help many of you to quit old job and just start something new, more creative, more aligned with your values. Yes, Taurus is ruled by Venus. Rules talks about our values. What has the value for us? For one person, having 10 cars in the garage will be valuable, and for another person, having a little tiny house by the lake and living a slow life will be the value they want to have. So it's all about you guys tapping into what do you truly want, and detaching from society, because Uranus is this weirdo kind of thing, outcast, and somebody who is non-conforming. It's the personality of Aquarius. Aquarius is always having this independent mindset, and it's not really following the crowd. So this is the energy you guys want to align right now. And again, I recommend you to join this playlist if you want to charge yourself with some energy of, yes, I can do it. New life is coming. Blessings. Bring it on, universe, freedom. Yeah, and just positive moods. Because this is the start of 13 or 14, I think 13-year cycle in this case. So those conjunctions between Jupiter and Uranus, they are not so often. Last time we had this 13 years ago. I will show you the date soon. So just keep in mind that we are in a very important time of the year. This is really like a karmic start. New foundation is built for your future life, which can be even like for 30 years. And it has to be aligned with your freedom, with your values. It's not about being stuck in the old. And this is the lifetime chance for us to change our Taurus energy, because Taurus is fixed. It's earth energy. Taurus is stubborn, stuck in a comfort zone. Taurus likes things to just stay the same way forever. And this energy really just doesn't like when there is this change. Uranus change is like my first name, right? And Jupiter, the sky is the limit. Like Jupiter brings this positive energy that you believe in this change, you know that it's for good, it's gonna be fine, I will manage somehow. Expansion. Hmm. And we have today a very beautiful alignment with Mars. You see, this poor Mars that was here stuck with Saturn for so many days. And we were like wanting to make some move, but Saturn was like, no. Yeah, it was hard even for me to make the video. I was trying few days to record this video, I promised. But this Saturn, and also just me being exhausted after eclipses, because it was extremely intense. That was the biggest eclipse I remember, in terms of like physical symptoms and changes in mindset, changes in the physical world, and karmic rewards, amazing karmic rewards I got. I feel like finally I did so much healing in the past 2-3 years. Like I was working on myself most of the time, and even my job as astrologer, preparing those posts for you, and like I'm healing together with you with those posts, right? I'm also like taking those energies into myself and working on transits, and yeah, it was very intense, very strong healing. And I know I feel like I was very blessed during this time. And the key of this was what I mentioned in the beginning: cutting toxic people off. Eclipse in Libra, toxic relationships, bye, and toxic behavior, toxic relationship with yourself. How do you treat yourself? What do you talk? How do you talk to yourself inside your head? That all supposed to be healed. So we are right now in this moment when, yes, eclipse is slowly calming down in terms of our symptoms. I feel like now we will be more resting after this eclipse, because if you notice, Mars is on the way to move away from Saturn and go closer to Neptune. Neptune is the sign of rest and being away from reality, tapping into spirituality. I feel like we will be closing some chapters energetically, and then Mars will move to Aries. And in May, we're going to have both Mars and Venus in home signs. And this will be an amazing, amazing, amazing alignment when Venus is in Taurus, where she's supposed to be because she rules Taurus. So she feels very good there. The pleasure of life, peace, abundance, love, mm, all the beautiful things. This will be very increased in May. While right now Venus is not really in this vibration of Venus. It's in Aries. Aries is ruled by Mars, by fire. And but yeah, that's a good sign as well, because I just see many ladies, including myself, like this Venus in Aries is really empowering you and giving you the self-confidence and yeah, nice energy, expressive, honest, passionate, the boss energy, pioneering energy. And then Mars is in Pisces right now. So the dreamer, romantic dreamer, Mars. And at the same time, it was, yeah, karmically stopped by Saturn. There was some reality check of your actions. Um, you could have some tests from Saturn, some challenges, some obstacles, some mastery was needed. Maybe you had to work on yourself a little bit with these eclipses. And that's why, guys, this April is not really like something big started. I think it will be starting now after this or with this conjunction Jupiter Uranus that will like awake us. It's going to be like this wake up call. And you will also see that Mars energy will start to be more open, because right now it's like in between. But every single day, Mars is moving towards Neptune. So we are entering the realm of dreams instead of the realm of, this heaviness, this energy of I cannot do it, I cannot move, it's too hard, I don't know how, and I am still not ready, right? Saturn is giving you this energy of you need to wait. You are not ready. You need to master something first. You need to heal something. You need to restrict something in your life, quit something, healing this energy. And also blockage, right? There was some blockage with Saturn here. So you could also feel external energies creating this limitation, this blockage. Yeah. And literally in the world, you could see that some travels, for example, were blocked. Uh, Transportation, because Pisces is water. So overseas, like flights or ships, there were events happening regarding that. And they still are at play. Hmm. Okay, guys, so this is the landscape of this weekend, as you can see. And right now, what is most important to do is to tap into your authenticity, to whatever this energy of eclipse in Aries brought for you, some new redefinition of who you are. Maybe you started to see that you are not aligned with people around you, that you don't want to repeat the cycle, that you would like to have uh, your life built on who you truly are without following others, uh, without pleasing others as well. Just choosing you, choosing your desires, choosing your passions. This is Aries. Aries is I want, I do, I am. It's all about me. It's my life. I'm the CEO of this life. I'm the boss of this life. And no matter my attachments to other people, they need to understand that it's my life and I will make my decisions by myself. I had this energy today, for example, with some people commenting for a while already. Sometimes most of my followers are super nice and aligned, but sometimes people are like, you should not say it, or stop fear mongering, or uh, you shall write it in a different way because you are creating fear in people and blah blah blah. And I am like, my mind, I am very like a little bit like Aquarius in the thinking, because Uranus is in my mind, third house. So this is the first planet when you enter my third house. So this is like the first moment, first thought I have with my interaction. This Uranus is like, excuse me? Like, you are talking to me. It's like my Uranus cannot understand that another person is that doesn't even know me, and I don't know this person as well. It's coming in on my page and telling me what I'm supposed to do. It's like, what? I am like, my brain just cannot. There's like, there's impossible to integrate this into my freedom oriented energy. Like, I don't really care who thinks what. I am all about freedom. Like, you can think, even my best friends at the university, they were supporting totally the opposite political view than I had. And not even opposite. I just really hated the party that they loved. And it was not a problem. Like, they had their own story, I had my own. And then sometimes people have this weird behavior of like, wanting you to do what they think that it's best. It's like strange. This is strange for me, and this is very Aries energy. Even my Uranus is at the Aries degree, first degree. So you see, perfect combination. I'm a perfect person to talk about those eclipses, because I feel like my own personal energy increased a lot on this eclipse time. Like, now I'm even more like, rebellious and bold, and everybody just leave me alone. I want to live my life the way I want, and it's all about me and my freedom and stuff. So any attempt of people trying to manipulate me like this is, for me, it's like a big no. So this is the vibe of April, guys. We all supposed to become a little bit like this. Stop living. We supposed to stop living according to what others want, and we just should be expressive, honest, authentic, because there's no other person like you in this world. There's just not a single soul that would be exactly like you. Everybody is different, everybody's unique. And if you will be copying other people's ideas about how to live your life, you will waste your potential. You will just destroy this beauty of uniqueness that you carry. And this is very aligned with Pluto in Aquarius, because this is the sign of authenticity, Aquarius. And Pluto will be in Aquarius for the next 20 years until 2044. And Pluto is empowering values of Aquarius. So those people who were tapped into authenticity, into alignment, into um, being also rebellious, recognizing that the system we are in is sick and manipulative and controlling, and Aquarius wants to break free from this. So people following this path, they will be empowered by Pluto. The people who will be not afraid to transform their life. And let's say that you could be working 20 years in the same place, and now there's this high-tech revolution with Pluto in Aquarius, and many people will lose the job because new things are emerging, right? So the old has to be gone. And now that's why this Jupiter Uranus is so potent right now in April, because it's giving this positive vibration of Jupiter of it will all work out. Don't worry, just do it. And then Uranus is a ruler of Aquarius, so tapping to this path of you living in alignment. It's like really, it's such a waste of time to not doing that. Of that's we don't have more time. We need to tap into this freedom. And yeah, as you can see, this weekend is very special because we have Lilith, the energy of this wild feminine, that it's also like breaking some chains, rebelling towards injustice, and is in Virgo. So here I think many people will be also breaking free from this perfection, because we are tapping into the energy of Aquarius authenticity, showing ourselves as we are, even if it's not perfect. And I see this a lot in social media for a while now, since Pluto entered Aquarius in March 2023, that this emphasis of showing yourself in a true way without makeup, crying, in dirty clothes, in bad moods, showing mess in your house, just showing the human side of you. This is already on, and it's only increasing. And this glamorous energy of Leo is decreasing. Leo is also monarchy, so we can see what is happening with, for example, British royal family, the crisis that they are going through with eclipses, right? This is also sponsored by Pluto, because Pluto now will be empowering people and activists and people who are showing the truth to humanity. And here I have in my mind Mr. Mossad. Yes, Mossad. I forgot the name, but this journalist, the photographer, sorry, from Gaza. He has Aquarius placements, anyways. So, very humanitarian person, and you could see that he received so much fame uh, after this first eclipse in Libra in October, that he gained like so many followers because he was showing the reality of things. He was talking about human rights, and he was fighting for freedom. So this kind of personality for the next 20 years, this will be the top. These people will be in power slowly, but surely they will be reaching this power. Also, people who are intellectual scientists, people who have high level of intelligence, they can innovate something. So, and the weird things, like all that it's weird, all that it's different, out of norm, will be also empowered by Pluto. So Capricorn era is gone, guys. We're gonna have Pluto in Capricorn just in, it will be September, October, and November. In the end of November, that will be the final ending of Pluto being in Capricorn. So we will still have this final taste of the old system. That's why, I'm not sure, but I have a little bit of bad feelings about this autumn, because we can have Neptune and Pluto both at 29 degrees. So Neptune rules viruses, and Pluto in Capricorn is like this control from government. And this is like the final moment of those old institutions getting the power back with Pluto. So let's see what will be happening. But as I always say, just remember what happened in 2020 and don't fall into the same trap. Don't listen to so-called experts that say that everything is safe and effective, and few months later it's not safe and not effective. And who is taking responsibility for that? Like nobody, right? So guys, we as humanity, we really need to wake up, and I hope that this Jupiter Uranus will help with this. And yeah, try to talk with your friends, try to also awake them somehow. you know uh, you never know who will be the one that maybe will be safe thanks to you. I already had some people writing to me that because of my expression in the internet and being very clear about me not supporting all that happened in 2020, to say the least, to say it gently, like Libra, but inside of me is like, knife. Knife and yeah, searching where's the address of Klaus Schwab. No joking, but okay, guys, just coming back to this. Always be brave to speak your truth. With this eclipse in Aries, it's all about being expressive, honest, bold, brave, and Aquarius dare to be different, dare to think in a different way than the rest of the crowd, because who knows, maybe you will be the one that will change something. Maybe you will awake some other person, this person will awake another. It's like a chain, So we also have to have this belief with Aquarius that the individual power is is powerful. I will not invent something more fascinating here, but Aries, I am. Aquarius, I am different. And also Aquarius, I am trying to make this world a better place. And this is the path that will empower you. If you will be choosing this energy of, I want the best for society, I want to protect our freedom and our human rights. And I will now have all my decisions aligned with this goal. Like I will be reflecting if me saying yes to what government wants me to do, if this is supporting freedom or supporting them. And of course, people who think that government is our friend, good luck with this. Same with banks. And this is also the energy of this conjunction right now, like waking up people. And I see a lot of this in the internet now. Like people are also trying to wake up. They write some controversial things. I also wrote some controversial thing. It's here. You can find it in the description box. Here's like a really tons of different things. I talk about climate, and I talk about, yeah, this lady. I follow her for like over 2 years. She's so amazing, so awakened, and so beautiful soul. And yeah, I just translated her article where she's talking about different things and that everybody should consider, right? You don't need to think, you don't need to take it as your truth, but just let your brain dive a little bit into those topics and see something else than what TV is showing you, or even not TV, but just media that you are watching in the internet. Remember, guys, that we had karmic nodes and eclipses in 2020 and 2021 in signs that rules mind and knowledge. It was Gemini, Sagittarius, and North Node was in Gemini. Gemini is the student. So the karma of 20 and 2021, 2020, 2021 was to learn how to research, right? Become the student again. Find information on your own. So that was the path for us karmically. And those of you who were aligned with this path, you probably were saved because you understood that there is something going on here and this situation is not really normal. And I don't trust the situation. And yeah, right now, all we can do is just to choose better next time, learn from our mistakes, and not let government divide us as well, because this is the worst thing. Like people are fighting in between themselves, the society is divided, and those big people up there, they are just doing whatever they want with our rights, with our taxes, with our nations. Unbelievable. Yeah. Yeah, these are not our friends, definitely not. And this is like a one big spider web. Many people are involved in have very different connections. And yeah, the more you dive into this, the more you see, for example, here, there's this person, probably you guys in US know this name. Bam bam bam. Nice collaboration. Nice collaboration. Yes. For sure, everything is for our good. This year is important, guys, because this is the year presented in Agenda 2030, and main motto is "You will own nothing and be happy." That's why, guys, please use this Jupiter in Taurus. Please explore ways in which you can gain financial freedom and you can earn money, and you can be prepared for this because in 2029 Saturn in Chiron, so wounding and restrictions are in the sign of abundance and food and possessions, housing, land. So when Saturn is here, it will be harder to have it, right? To get it. It shows some sort of restriction of resources. It shows that there might be not enough, that you might be forced to save resources. Um, what this can mean exactly, I know I have my ideas, but yeah, let's hope for the best. Yeah, life will show. Also, guys, you can join my Instagram and see those stories. I collected a little bit of what I was posting along those years because I was quite actively posting about this mess since 2022. Yeah, like this, you see? Like the idea is supposed to be that we will be renting instead of owning. That's why this Jupiter now it's perfect to think about, how I can make more money and where I can invest this money. Mm. So you see, there's a lot to check here in this blog entry where I just collected very different topics. It's like a brainstorm just to awake you a little bit, shake you a little bit up. Those of you who are not so much in this topic, and then research more because it's very simple. The only thing you need to do is take those words here and put them in Google. Take those words, put them in Google. Take this name and put in Google and just research, read by yourself. And then you will tap into this energy of Aquarius as well, right? Uh, yeah, this is the information about stocks. It's aligned with astrology. It's very interesting. Mm. Yeah. This is also important because Taurus rules food. Right now we have this conjunction Uranus Jupiter increasing our awareness about food, about what we eat, our diet, how is this affecting our body, and also nature, natural things with Taurus. Taurus is not artificial, it's natural. It's Venusian, so it's really all about coming back to nature, and you see what they are planning to do. It's like really this oppression. Anywhere you see some insights of what's coming, it's like oppression is everywhere presented. Like you cannot travel enough because you will produce too much of this carbon footprint, right? You cannot use alternative medicine because you need to buy our, super products from big pharma because we want your money. We don't want your health. We want your money. That's the whole game here, guys. Don't be naive. If you guys have Mercury in Pisces or Mercury aspected by Neptune, please, guys, learn a little bit what this energy means because these people might have such a problem with seeing reality. Like you might have this idealistic vision of life that yeah, the world is good and government takes care about us and everything's just beautiful like in Disney movie. So you guys need to check on yourself more. Also 12th house. I'm talking from experience. I was very idealistic as a very young person, young, even like recently. Oh, okay, I'm still young, but you know what I mean. Like, it's very hard for Neptune to understand how people can be so bad, how the world can be so cruel. Like, we could live in peace and love, and Neptune energy, Pisces energy, 12th house energy is very, very loving. It's the unconditional love and This energy cannot understand that there are people on this planet like this sweet boy, friend of Klaus Schwab, that is like so cruel, and the tyranny is so normal for them. Unfortunately, this is something that Pisces people needs to just, program in your mind that there are bad people in this world, and that's it. Amen. Like you need to just have it in your mind and act accordingly. Not having so much trust in what you see. Research, yes, research. That was the energy of Gemini, North Node in Gemini 2020 and 2021. This time of the peak of this whole madness of you know what. And yeah, that was the karmic test. That was the invitation for everybody, for the whole collective, to learn how to find the truth on your own. Some of you learned, some of you, Yeah, and we are heading, guys, towards the revolution. So this Jupiter Uranus is like a very big starting point of awakening, global awakening, because it's a 21st degree Sagittarius. Sagittarius is international. It's crossing borders in Taurus. So it's about our world and it's about our body and economy and resources. And our possessions, what we have. So we definitely have some big awakening regarding possibly what I'm showing you here. This plan of elites wanting to have full control over our body with those chips that they're planning, digital ID, digital money that will be just totally controlling us. Like if normal money will disappear, cash, then you will have no secrets, right? Digital currency. And I expect that this Jupiter Uranus will bring some big next step of this CBDC because Uranus is digital, Taurus is money, Jupiter expands. So I think that this will be increasing. The movement towards the cyber control, Pluto in Aquarius in shadow, cyber control. And again, I don't want to scare you guys. Like I know this for so long. For me, I'm very integrated with this. My goal is to warn you. So now you know where to focus on, right? Now Jupiter is where in Taurus. Focus on Taurus. Do your stuff in Taurus house. Use this Jupiter. It's blissful energy. It will bring you results, gifts, blessings, beautiful surprises, growth, expansion. And Uranus, it will shake your world, possibly, but for the good, because it's with Jupiter. Jupiter is positive. It's a positive change, guys. So don't be scared if something suddenly happened in your life recently and you just feel like, okay, this chapter is ending, and you don't really know where to go next. Don't worry, you will know soon. Just for now, focus on closing the old chapter and resting and awakening yourself towards your true identity. This is the most important thing, guys. We need to kind of like find out who we truly are in all this mess in like when we are in the middle of the crowd. We need to be so rooted in our own energy that nobody will influence us so easily, because times of manipulation, control, oppression, I do see them in chart, and it can be really very difficult for people who will not know who they truly are and what their values are. That's why, in eclipses 2022 and 2023, we had eclipses in Taurus, Scorpio. So that was teaching us our values. That was the financial axis, the houses of loss and gain, and death and life, pleasure and drama, deep trauma and total relax. Uh, Tangible values versus untangible values, and also what I have versus what I share with others. Mhm. So, yeah, that was also something to reflect on. And this is interesting that this Bitcoin halving is happening at the same time when we have Jupiter and Uranus. Uranus digital, Jupiter makes it big and in Sagittarius, so it's affecting like the whole world. Yeah, guys, for those of you who are still not in the game, although, yeah, the best time was in 2022. That was the deep. Uh, and I even made a video about that. Also last year, I think November 2023, that was the low part of the game. I think I was doing some video. There was the new moon in Scorpio on November 13th. Let me see on my Instagram, okay? Because I know if it's on Instagram, then yeah, it will take me too much. Total eclipse. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's gonna be too. Oh, maybe I will find it. Let's see. There was this new moon in Scorpio, and I'm talking about that because we are heading towards full moon in Scorpio, which will be like the reward for what seeds you planted in November 2023. November 13th. That was the date, if I remember. Yeah, I'm posting too much. Okay, I'm not moving to this place. Let's just stay here. So, yeah, so guys, also remember November last year, November 13th. We also had Mars Kazim in Scorpio, so that's another power charging energy of new start. So this November was important. If there was something in you, some intention for what you want to achieve, what is your focus now? Whatever was your focus during those last 6 months, now in April, on April 23rd, there will be like a visible result of this. You will start to see illumination of this process, maybe completion, maybe some final chapters closing, maybe some emotional purging as well, because guys, it's Scorpio, right? So I feel like it's we are still in this energy of ending and beginning because this eclipse in Aries was like a painful start of something. We did have this energy of rebirth, but also connected to Chiron. So there was this healing involved. So it was like a painful new beginning. Like you want something, you are almost there. You want to try this new thing, but Saturn restricting Mars, stopping your action because it's time for healing. So it's really, guys, this slowdown was needed. Also with Mercury retrograde, we were self-reflecting over who we truly are and how other people affected the way how we think about ourselves. It could be even from childhood when you were like bullied, or maybe you were from some poor family, or you had some difficult stories as a child, and maybe you were rejected, ashamed. Whenever you try to express yourself, you were like, ignored, not accepted. You just didn't receive the proper feedback for your energy and you closed this energy off. So this is our new chance, guys, this eclipse, this April, to get rid of this, to break this chain of other people's critical energy over you, and just understanding that every person has just their own ways of thinking about life. They have their own perspective. It has nothing to do with you. They have their own filters, projections, trauma also, and nobody will sees you 100% clearly. They will always have something additional from them. It's very hard to be objective, and the most important person that's supposed to like you in this lifetime is you. And if you will be your own best friend and cheerleader, if you will have this self-love to yourself, then nothing can stop you, guys. And this eclipse is all about that. Detaching a little bit from those influences of other people, being independent, even when you are in partnerships, being independent. And by the way, Sunday, 21st degree, look at this. We're going to have Chiron conjunction to Venus. So Venus, the big energy of those eclipses, because she's ruling Libra. Libra is under South Node energy with those eclipses. So we are releasing something in our Libra house. Some old patterns in our Libra house has to they have to stay in the past. They are not needed now. Now we are different. And now it depends if you have some planets here. So also you will have to add the energy of the planet to this release energy. But in general, it's all about unblocking this Aries energy in you, this passion and this energy to wanting to start fresh and being motivated for that, having enthusiasm to do it, taking action, right? So yeah, pay attention to Sunday, 21st. Very karmic day as well. Look, we're gonna have Mars exactly in between this Saturn, which is, providing the serious, mature energy, wanting to build some foundation, wanting to master your skills, wanting to also to help you quit old patterns. In Pisces, many of you quit addictions under this eclipse energy. Addictions, bad diet, bad behavior, sleeping patterns, this pattern of not setting boundaries with other people and being too self-sacrificing. Yeah, this kind of energy was for sure for many of you like a dominant topic. So, and also mental health, like with this Chiron on the eclipse, some mental health issues could show up. Like you could see that you have some unhealed wounds, unhealed trauma, unhealed karmic, past life energy as well, if you are into that. So that could show up. And then Chiron and Venus. So this Venus that had to release so many things during those eclipses, maybe some people, maybe some your old self has been deleted kind of by eclipses, and there might be some need for healing that on on the Sunday energy. uh, and now it depends where you are in your Chiron work. If you are very strongly working on this Chiron, if you are self-aware, then this can be actually very positive energy. You might feel like this Venus is finally in a better place, like she's healed and she can now soon enter to this realm of Taurus, to Venus, to pleasure, to love, to abundance. So very important, guys, if you struggle with relationships, with money, with your own beauty, like you perceiving yourself, your body, mm, also artistic activities, uh, and it can be also like energy of woman. Maybe if there is some woman in your life that there is something unhealed, unresolved. So this is a very good day to heal that, because we have Mercury retrograde uh, in conjunction to the North Node almost. And this will be like a coming back to this karmic energy again, to the North Node. And also Mercury will be like returning to, yeah, this destiny. Like you will think about your destined chapter, and that that these eclipses are bringing. And at the same time, yeah, this healing in will be happening. 20-degree. Let me see. 1 second. Just to make sure. Yeah, 20-degree is the degree of Scorpio. So purging, yeah. Scorpio transformation. So this Venus is going through deep transformation and deep healing, and getting ready to be in this beautiful May energy, healing this warrior spirit. Healing conflicts as well, guys. If you had some conflicts during those eclipses, they were also faded. They were also for something. Many of you might have problems with conflicts, actually, with aggression, with anger, with showing, expressing that you are mad, or just with managing conflicts. So this is also a beautiful day to, yeah, go back to something in the past with Mercury retrograde and heal that. Heal your relationship. I feel like many people on this day will have this final completion of some relationships that has to be gone. If you are healing from some breakup, then this day also, in next days, 22nd, 23rd, this is like the purging energy, guys. Releasing this energy of goodbye, of letting go, of grief over what you have lost, what this eclipse showed you that cannot stay in your life anymore because it's outdated, and you might have very deep feelings about that. Yeah, but I really like this alignment, this Mars being right in between Saturn and Neptune. So it's like real, yes, realistic, grounded energy of Saturn and this divine dreaminess, hope, faith, Neptune, love, unconditional faith and love in life and being aligned with spiritual dimension. So this Mars will be very beautiful during those days in order for us to tap into our dreams and find this balance between these big beautiful visions of Neptune and the 3D dimensions limitations and trying to find something in between. Very nice. And the whole weekend, I really like this Mars because then Mars will be going more and more towards Neptune and it will become very Neptunian. And yeah, that will rather feel like we need to rest. We might be more passive. We might need to think about all that actually had happened. Neptune is about retreats, meditation, and dreaming. It's very romantic. Uh, yeah, like, energy of just chilling at home, watching movies, listen to music. Yeah, that's the best activity for this Mars. Or just, acting out of your dreams. That's another thing. Like this force of Mars is entering the realm of dreams, and you are just this is the fighter for dream energy as well. Hmm. So yeah, but just be aware that it can be confusing when Mars will be together with Neptune. We might be a little bit ungrounded, like being a little bit under this magical energy. And yeah, this rather brings Saturn into the realm of being more passive, more lazy, procrastination. So yeah, that's how I see it. But also remember that we have Sun square Pluto. So a big, big shedding of old skin in this Taurus area again. So this Venus, that's why I told you it's like a purging time as well, because we might go through a big transformation of what we value. This Venus energy will be super transformed and when you transform your Venus, very often your relationships are some of them they cannot stay with you because you are updated. You are on a different level than you used to be, and people who didn't do the same thing with you, they will be unhappy with with the new you, with the new you that has boundaries, that has more bold expression that is more direct and honest and it's not playing this people pleasing game anymore and the sweetness of Libra is under south node, so we are releasing Libra. uh, we want things to be aligned with us, not being so focused on others anymore. So it's a very interesting combination. I feel like we will have very intense emotional days. Observe yourself what will be happening for you and yeah, just go with whatever this energy is activating. But I feel like I see this as like two groups of people. Some people are like still not ready for this change, unhappy that things had to end in their life, and they will be more like having this purging um, and grieving energies under those transits. And there will be like the second group that will be rather happy for the change and actually processing this as energy in a positive way. Like, right, the sun square Pluto is like you feeling like there's this phoenix rising energy that you come back from ashes and now you are stronger. Now you know what you want. This Mars is finally away from Saturn. You see, it's already April 23rd. This Mars will be more open, flowing with vibrations, with energies. It will be not so cold and hard. Saturn makes things very hard. Yes. And then we will be also ending the process of Mercury retrograde, April 25th. That's the last day of Mercury retro. So you see, I do see those next few days. This is like a culmination of this deep processing of the past, of searching for yourself. And yeah, with the full moon in Scorpio, mm, strong energies. Yeah, when I see this, I already have something in my mind regarding what can happen in the world. Like, it doesn't look good in terms of some natural disaster or explosion or attack. And I keep thinking about Iran and Israel, like where they have Uranus and how these charts were affected by eclipses. So, yeah, that's my feeling that something will happen there in in the next days. Mm. Especially this day looks quite, 22nd degree is like kill or be killed energy in astrology. 22nd degree. So we're gonna have like opposition of moon. Okay, but I supposed to talk about yeah, other things, right? Yeah, let's keep going. Yeah, so you see guys, look at the last day of Mercury retro, 25th April. Moon in Scorpio, right after the full moon, deeply processing deep emotions, very like soul level of energy. And on the other side, this new cycle, this Uranus Jupiter, new expansion, new freedom, new chapter. So there will be like some purging here, possibly, but also feeling very intensely everything that this new chapter is making you feel. It will be very strong energy. And so that's why I would plan to have some less activity during this time because Mars will be connected to Neptune. So again, this Disney movie kind of energy, right? That we live in the clouds. It's so beautiful and magical, but the reality doesn't really like Mars to be in Pisces connected to Neptune because it's like you're just so sleepy and you are daydreaming, and this can bring some problems with um, handling reality. That's why, guys, my tip if you need to do mm, something regarding taxes, I do have to do it. So look at the date 191919. Woo! Ending and beginning. This is the energy of eclipses. Look at the synchronicity. Wow. That was the only time I saw the time. You see? Magic. So confirmation from universe. We are ending and beginning. So guys, we just need to embrace that. So yeah, you see, next week it will be more confusing, more sleepy. Don't expect that you will be like super fiery. And also, when Mercury is switching from retro to direct motion, this is also this moment when our thoughts are really not working so well. We need to rest during this time. I do see the need to balance those energies with deep rest, sleeping, journaling, being on your own. Uh, yeah. And then, yeah, the energy will be slowly shifting towards this amazing May. So let me just show you some dates. So we are now in this nodal cycle, guys, and that is all about embracing Aries energy and releasing Libra energy and finding balance between us and others in healing our relationship patterns, healing our warrior spirit, becoming more independent, but at the same time, like learning how to express our anger in a constructive way, learning how to basically deal with people, right? Aries is me and Libra is us. So this is the path. The path started in July 2023 and it will end in January 2025. But we already had first eclipse in Aries at 29 degrees, so that was a big one, very intense, April 20. So remember, you can remind yourself if there was something happening around this time in your life, and that was like the start of this process. So you could see something regarding your Aries energy. Uh, if there is something maybe not working well, maybe some conflict could arise here. You could be forced to fight for yourself, maybe choose yourself, maybe quit something in order to choose yourself and your well-being. That was like the first test. Then we had the October 14th Libra eclipse, 21st degree. And that was the eclipse and that brought a new start. And then this year, March 25th, the same energy of eclipse, also in Libra, 50th degree, but that was the end. So here was the start, and then we had 6 months of energies unfolding after this new start. So you've been learning something new, possibly about whatever Libra is ruling in your chart. But the main focus here is like you versus relationships. Yes, there was some new chapter for you, new ways of doing something here. And again, check your chart, where is that taking place, and check the house. And again, you can see it on my blog to make it clear. So start and ending. And here is the start that we just experienced. Aries, the start together with Chiron. So we are kind of like karmically guided now to have this healing energy for the next 6 months until the next eclipse. So whatever you experience during this time, some triggers, some insecurities, something that you had to overcome, some change of identity, some important connections, some new signs of this new chapter. So now we will be working on this for the next 6 months. And then we gonna have eclipse October 2nd in Libra, solar eclipse. So solar eclipse is again new start. So we start again some new cycle in the relationships. Yes. So it looks like for now, 6 months, whatever you are doing in your life, the focus should be on you. Like even if you are in relationship, you're supposed to check on yourself, your patterns, your boundaries, your self-expression, your honesty, working on that, healing that, trying to become self-confident, trying to reach the self-love energy. With Chiron, it's very much about healing, especially wounds from childhood. It's, just trying to become this bold energy, right? Yeah, so then we're gonna have this new start, as I mentioned, October 2nd, Libra, new start, 10 degree. Yes, and then we're gonna have switch to nodes in January 2025 to Virgo. And then there will be the one more. No, this is already Aquarius, sorry. So March 29, 2025. This is the very last eclipse in Aries, 8 degree. So you see, guys, it's like from April 2023 till March 2025, when we have some sort of karmic lesson. All together, we have the same karmic lesson, but in different houses, different parts of your horoscope. But it's all about releasing toxic traits from your life that are affecting your self-esteem and that are affecting your relationships, your relationship with yourself, with your body, and with money as well, and abundance. So I feel like universe is very smart because universe knows that, okay, these guys will have now 20 years of Pluto in Aquarius. It's all about authenticity. So they need to find out what is this authenticity. Yes. So let's give them lessons about the I am energy. So they will find out who they truly are, what they truly want. They will release people that are not aligned with them, and they will focus on just being who they truly are. They will shine the true light. And then the right connection that Aquarius wants. Aquarius wants aligned communities, and Pluto wants to empower that now. Yes, I feel like the future of humanity is about living in those aligned communities and groups and supporting each other. So it has to be connection on intellectual level, like same vision. So maybe that's needed for this revolution that Pluto in Aquarius promised, kind of, right? Maybe people that are similar, they need to find each other. So we need to really be like, true and expressive and honest, not really let other people's opinions dim our light. We're supposed to really be bold and loud and visible. And then this will be the possibility for other people to see you that, oh, okay, this is my person. And then, we create this powerful vibration of, yeah, being united with same vision against this oppression. That's how I see it. That's my vision. That's my interpretation, and take it or or leave it. But that's how I see it, and that's why this is aligned with Uranus and Jupiter. Remember, this is the start of 13-year cycle of us all trying to find freedom, being autonomous, self-sufficient in resources, in food, in possessions. It's a big energy of getting off grid, of leaving the system, of trying to find alternative ways of how you can provide to yourself, what you can do, how you can use your talents to earn more money, and being more independent, not being codependent to the system. Because, guys, seeing what they are planning, this is not really the energy that we want to experience. So the more independent you will be, the easier it will be for you to escape from them, right? So these were the eclipses, guys, and just yeah, remember this April 23rd. This is the full moon in Scorpio, very deep energy, number 4. So there might be something also important happening here. You might have like some, full moon illuminates, ends, completes something. This is very often this is the time that our feelings are strongly felt and expressed, and now depends if they are more negative or more positive. So the scenario will be different, but usually on full moons you have this energy of expressing all that was hidden in you. Scorpio is like a deep level of energy, very deep feelings. So you will have access to your depth, emotional depth during this time, April 23rd, 24, 25, with Mercury retro. Yeah, like completing this crazy April kind of energy, completing your processes, integrating this all in your body. Yes, and then we're gonna have new moon in Taurus, May 8th. So after this conjunction Uranus-Jupiter that we are having right now, this revolution, awakening towards new values, towards new chapters, we can also have beautiful day of manifestation. New moon in Taurus, 18 degree. So it will be close to Uranus. So we will be setting intentions, planting new seeds for this new chapter, this new change that Uranus brought. So it has to be aligned with freedom. So again, or you can already start thinking if you already feel like to. If not, take your time. But if you already restored this sense of who you truly are, yes, with this eclipse in Aries, if you found out where's your energy in all this mess of projections, misunderstandings, judgments, opinions about you, definitions, labels. If you found your true self in all of that, then it will be easier for you also to tap into this new moon in Taurus and simply plant new seeds of new life, new values, new stories, me building my abundance or in my own ways, on my own terms, aligned with who I am, right? Very, very beautiful energy. And then this is what I like very much. It's gonna be in June. We're gonna have Jupiter trine Pluto. So this is the energy of harmony between Jupiter in Gemini and Pluto in Aquarius. Both are very intellectual, uh, very traveling kind of energy. I feel like this will bring, for many people, some big travel, transformative travel. Because both signs are about that, especially this air signs. So they're like flights and yeah, connected to again this authenticity, some rebellion also with Aquarius. So yeah, I see something happening here. Very interesting. Jupiter, yeah. What else do I have for you? Okay, guys, this is a surprise. I wanted to give you the webinar about the whole year. Some of you already have it, but if you missed my promotion last time, then I'm giving you another try. Uh, this is the presentation and recording I did last year. You have everything, every single month, everything described. With you have charts, you have dates. You know when is a good day, when is a bad day, when to be careful. And the price was 39 euro, but today I'm giving you 20 euros. So if you want, just go to the link in the description box to webinar. Here you have the payment link, and you can just write to me an email after you pay. Webinar 2024. Here's my email. You just go there, and that's it. Yeah. So don't save. So this is my promotion. Welcome everybody. The promotion will end on Sunday, including Sunday. So you have time till the end of Sunday. This is the day of Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. And I can show you here, this is the presentation. So it's like the whole year, a lot of things. I talk about this one by one, about all those events. Mars energy. Oh, here you have, this is our Mars next week when it will be conjunct Neptune, like a little bit, so careful. And also, guys, Neptune is entering 29 degree, the final degree in astrology. So that will be also a big theme of this year endings, because this is like very the last point of astrology, ending karmic cycles, reaching also some culmination in your spiritual journey. Neptune in Pisces. So those of you who've been really healing a lot and working on the soul path, you can experience the highlight of the journey from May till September, Neptune 29 degree. This is like the highest point of everything. A very beautiful energy for artists, for creativity. Like you can have the most amazing fantasy ideas and, music, photos, writing books. This will be a very beautiful creative energy, and also very beautiful energy for compassion, for love, for charity work, or becoming like one with everything and tapping into this divine realm. So I feel like it will be very needed because this year looks quite intense. So we need to restore our faith. We need to restore our trust in the divine process. We start, the most healing energy in the world is gratitude and love. And Neptune is giving us this energy as well during those months. So, uh, I wish you this kind of manifestation with this Neptune. I hope it's going to be like this. But it really depends how you handle Neptune. In the shadow side, you need to be careful with confusion and manipulation. And yeah, again, just don't trust everything you see in the news, right? Yeah, so this is the presentation. Uh, the presentation that I would be sent, that I would send to you if you want to order, it will be like a recording. So I will be like talking through those chapters, and every chapter is divided. So you can just go to timestamps and choose the one that you want. So as you can see, guys, we already went through a lot. The solar eclipse with Chiron, Mercury retrograde almost over, and now this Jupiter conjunct Uranus, big day. And then we're gonna have this full moon that I told you, and then 25th of April, Mercury direct at 15 degree Aries, and this will be the slow start of new movement in this Aries energy. So all that you've been reflecting on now will start to make more sense. Now everything start to slowly go into the direction of, like this forward movement. And then April 30, Mars at home in Aries. And from that day, I feel like all of you who've been healing this warrior energy, this self-confidence, this energy of yes, I can, this will be like your powerful moment that from April 30, the whole May, you will be like a unstoppable machine, starting new things, risking, taking initiative, not being afraid. So yeah, amazing, guys. Like we need that after this Mars in Pisces. That would be a big shift. And as you can see, the Neptune enters this 29 degree, and then we're gonna have this manifestation day and day new moon. So yeah, the cycle continues. Whatever will be going on here now with you, Jupiter, Uranus, here there will be like this planting new seeds energy. Mm. And May 19, important day, you will have like your Mars energy aligned with your destination, the karmic destination that this eclipse brought. So very beautiful. And remember, till May 25th, we have Jupiter in Taurus. So this is the best time to think about this Taurus things. Whatever is that in your chart, it's expanding. And then there will be switch of signs. And Jupiter will be not back here to Taurus anymore. And next round in 12 or 13 years. So it's worth to use it, guys. It's worth to use it. So here I have some dates for you guys just to reflect on. So just to remember, actually, I should write here 13. Start of new 13-year cycle now. So guys, it's important to have good intentions, manifestation, abundance mindset, believing that you deserve, believing that you are worthy of everything beautiful in this life. You are worthy of abundance, love, beautiful nature, beautiful surroundings, harmonious people aligned with you being in your life. You deserve peace. You deserve to have a healthy body and eat good food, healthy food, not eat this trash that it's so, often visible in shops. Check what you eat. Check your diet. Treat your body like your most beloved, most beautiful thing that you have because that's indeed truth. Body is your first home. Like there's no more important possession that you have than your body, guys. So this is also aligned with Jupiter and Uranus. And then for the next 30 years, we're supposed to kind of like drink from this cup. So whatever you pour now into this revolution, this is supposed to be like your foundation for the 30 years. And with Saturn having this eclipse energy even longer, right? So focus on that, guys. And Mars, as I told you, Mars is in a very nice position, aligned 1 feet on the ground, 1 feet in this magical, dreamy realm. So I feel like this weekend is starting to look good finally after those few weeks of chaos, confusion, a lot of emotions, roller coaster, not sleeping well, eating in a different way than you used to. Like there was a big shakeup for many people. And you can reflect on June 8th, 2010. Aries 0 degree, that was the moment of Jupiter and Uranus when they met last time. So you see how long time ago, you see how long will be this cycle, and you can think what happened with your energy, because this insight will also help you with dealing with this eclipse in Aries, this one now and also the one next year, the final one. And also we're gonna have Neptune and Saturn conjunction in Aries at this degree, 0 degree, in February 26, 2026. Big day. This is like a new system emerging and also totally new energy emerging in your life. So still 2 years till this happens, but this will be like a very incredible energy. That's why, guys, it's so important now to end old patterns, end this old life, end old karma, pay your karmic debts, heal your energies, because we are really heading towards such a dynamic new start of new individuality, of as I can see in the energy that there will be a lot of changes, and I see that this energy right now is trying to teach us to be more independent and not scared of life, not scared of trying all over again, because it looks like it might be the theme of the next years, that there will be a lot of endings and people will be pushed to start again. And we need to have this motivation for that. We need to be open to new. For sure, in the professional life, many of you will have to start all over again, learn something new, and begin again. And remember, next year, nodes are also in Pisces. The North Node, the destination is in Pisces. Pisces, the last sign of the zodiac. So it will be again something regarding endings, ending cycles. And at the same time, spirituality. like after this fiery energy of Aries, when we are finding out who we truly are, then next year we will be heading towards this metaphysical realm of religion, of divine, of unconditional love. And I feel like that will be a very needed path because of all those changes happening. So we people, we will need something to rely on. And sometimes the best thing to rely on is your soul, your trust in the process, your trust in the universe, you knowing that everything ultimately will be fine, that you are guided, that you are protected, that you are a part of something bigger than just your life, that you are connected with something more, and this will help to go for those days. Yeah. Then these days you can observe how they will be unfolding in your life. For sure, those red lines here, this is the energy of change. So Sun, Venus, and Mercury, they will be feeling this Uranus force of change. So it will be like a shakeup. Something shocking, sudden, or these energies will be integrating this conjunction that is happening right now. First, your ego, then your Venusian side. This is the sign of money as well. So maybe some turbulences can happen, or just some innovation, some innovative energy regarding money or love, some change. This is like by the way, energy of Venus conjunct Uranus, um, like big change in relationships as well. Mm, that's supposed to be connected to freedom. So, interesting. And then May 31st, Mercury, so the mind space. Yes, so you can see, guys, that this, I'm talking about Venus because it's our ruler of the eclipse. So the eclipse energy will come back here as well, May 18th. Like, uh, some change, sudden change. So observe, maybe you will have some brand new ideas about how to create abundance, uh, and also maybe something connected to your connections. Like you will be under this energy of wanting to be free and liberating yourself, and yeah, and surprise as well. Venus with Uranus can be a surprise. And Venus is, pleasure, gifts, good things. So yeah, watch out for this, May. I'm very curious about this one, as this is eclipsed. Venus is eclipsed. Let's see how this will work on crypto. Worth to observe this day for crypto. But you can see at the same time, this is the most lucky time of the year. May 18 and May 23rd, we have Jupiter conjunct Venus and Sun. So amazing days, guys. Really blissful May. In general, May is amazing. It's really worth to, you know, rest those next few days and not lose hope, because May will be wonderful. Yeah, and that's my tip. Work on this abundance, finances, self-worth, change mindset, because these transits, they will work very well if you will be open to change, if you will not be afraid, if you will be also having this self-confidence of deserving all the good stuff in life. Yeah. And so then Saturn, the thing I was talking about, now this is just for you to see. You can have a screenshot of this if you want. And take some notes, observe what was happening in your life, because these are very important dates. Yes, so Saturn was participating in those eclipses. So I feel like we truly need to end this old life, end this old story. Old life was gone already in 2020, and now for those last 4 years we were like in between. But now I feel like there's the big push to start something new and leave this all behind. So that's why Saturn is here, because Saturn provides foundation for Venus and for Mars, for abundance and for actions, for love and for this drive, this passion. Interesting. So then let's see, I called it this detox. The first part of eclipse, Venus and Saturn were united on March 22nd. You can think what you did on this day, what happened on this day. Uh, because that was most probably 99%, that was the manifestation of eclipses, this karma, fated something happened. Maybe a person, maybe you went somewhere, you saw something, some sign, and already before this date, also like few days before that, you could already have some insights. So eclipses are very magical. They really bring you those redirections, so it's worth to observe. And then there was this eclipse, a full moon, so ending of something in your Libra energy, releasing something in your Libra energy, and deciding that, okay, from now on, I will do it differently. Yeah. And of course, it was about ending something toxic, not something good. So whatever you were pushed to end during this time, and your old ways of doing things in your Libra energy, that was good for you. It was, I mean, it was bad for you, and it was good that you quit. And for many people, I see addictions here: food, sugar, alcohol. Quit. Bad habits, treating yourself in a bad way, and also this people pleasing, accepting all the time that other people are like stepping on you, and you want to keep the peace, and you never say anything, and you don't express what you truly feel, and you are like blocked because you don't want to create conflict. So this Libra eclipse could bring this setting boundaries. Saturn is here, boundary, like restricting, protecting this Venus a little bit, like a boundary from this toxin. So I see this as a really like this quitting, cutting off people, ending something, ending old life. And then new habits. Eclipse in Aries, April 8th. So in between these eclipses, that was the most karmic time, March 25th, April 8th. Although this year I would prolong this minimum to that, from March 22nd to April 10th. That was like this super fated time. I even created like an album in my phone, and I was like taking screenshots wherever I found something that was like a sign. I kept this because it's so fascinating how everything's aligned with those eclipses, and it's really. I always recommend you guys observe. Just sit there and observe. Though you don't have to do much. Just see what this energy is showing you. Fascinating time. So then this new moon, right, in Aries, new start after this ending, but the start is coming with healing your wounds of self, your insecurities. So then you could be faced with the fact that, okay, now I am starting the new, but oh my God, I'm afraid. I am scared. It's out of my comfort zone, and I don't really want to, or I don't want to do it alone, or it's like, some insecurities, some wounds, especially heartbreaks, could come back here with Venus also being the ruler of this first eclipse. So yeah, all for your good to help you heal. And that's why Mars was restricted by Saturn. Saturn made the same thing to Mars that he made to Venus, some restrictions, some re-evaluation, some facing your own actions, facing consequences of your own actions on your dreams. Yes, we talk about Pisces all the time. Remember, Venus and Mars were in Pisces during this time. So there was this double energy of ending something here, ending old ways. And also Pisces on the spiritual realm, it's really like this past life energy. So I feel like many of you could have some past karmic connections coming to your life, coming back, returning, especially in April when we also had Mercury retrograde from April 1st. So it's very much like those eclipses are very much about this soulmate energy as well. So for you to observe as well, if you had some deep connections with people during this time, and uh, how you can connect this to this new version of you, like you could have some insights about who you truly are, because you connected to to people that are aligned with you, and you could see in yourself in them, and you could be like, okay, this is me. This is me. The song that I was recommending you guys to listen to, the one from The Greatest Showman, This Is Me. If you feel low, then this song is very uplifting. It's very helpful for having this bold mood of, yes, I can, and I'm awesome, and yeah, just enjoy me, world, kind of thing. It's very, very, very energetic song. Sometimes I listen as well when I wake up and I want to have like a, higher mood at once. It helps. So, guys, those of you who have cardinal placements, which is Aries, Libra, I feel like Libra is the most affected because it's under the South Node. So it's like this karmic release. Something has to end. Libra needs to transform. Libra needs to remove some old ways. Aries also very affected, influenced, but mm, like this energy that you already have, Natalie, could be very increased, very strong. North Node. And also Capricorn and Cancer, because you guys have square from those eclipses. So if you have placements in those four signs, then that was like this life-changing time for you, especially for you. And you could feel it. It could be uncomfortable. It could be very strong, very heavy force. Like you could feel like your life is out of your control, things are happening and you cannot really decide if you want this or not. It's just happening. It's such a madness with eclipses, but I kind of like love it. It's a nice reminder that we don't have control. We think we have, but in the end, there are so many situations in life where we just have to prove that no, we don't have control, right? So, guys, especially close to those energies of the North Node. North Node is, it was like 16, 15-degree, more or less. So if you have something, let's say from 10 to 20-degree in those signs, Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, especially if you have karmic nodes in those signs, so then you have your most fated year. That nodes are either conjuncting, opposing, or squaring your nodes. So this is a big karmic time. Then this is the year, basically the whole year can feel like you are facing your soul purpose. You are facing also your past life tendencies that you're supposed to release a little bit. And this karma is helping you to align with your soul purpose. So you, especially guys, observe if you have notes, what is happening this year. And uh, yeah, you are like in the hands of universe now. As funny as it sounds. And remember, if we had Saturn with eclipses, then you get what you give here, yes? So it's really about integrity, maturity, responsibility, accountability. With Saturn, you need to face your own shit and work on it, and then you will have rewards. And if you will be escaping and not wanting to master your energy, then what to say, guys? It will not be nicely evaluated by Saturn, and you will regret later that, oh, I could do the job, and now it's too late. And yeah, you need to earn what you want with Saturn. Saturn needs to see that you want it, you work on it, you are facing you are facing challenges. I opened this business I have on Mars Saturn conjunction. I mean, that, not exactly, but that was the start of all this paperwork, documents, waiting for answers from government because I was applying to get like the economical support for 1 year for new business. And it was just so much waiting, and I couldn't work because I couldn't register my business because there was so many delays. Like people were on holidays, people that I supposed to meet, show them my business plan. It was like delay after delay. It was so hard, but I knew that I have this transit, and I was just pushing. I didn't give up. Although I wanted a few times, I had such a crisis like, oh my God, no, I cannot stand this anymore. I need to escape from this life. But I managed to stay, and I'm very happy because now on those eclipses, I got so much karmic reward for all this hard work I was pouring. Like, I received so much love from people all around the world. I felt so appreciated, so validated, so respected. It's so wonderful to see this community growing, and I'm very happy for all of you guys supporting my page, liking my posts, sharing them, helping the space I create grow. This is really such a wonderful thing to have so many good people all around the world reading what you are creating and sharing with you stories and also appreciating what you do, because yeah, remember, like, I'm just, I'm working alone and delivering a lot of insights every day, and it takes a lot of time and sacrifice as well. But I am kind of like on my mission. Like, I'm so passionate about this that it's also making me happy. But don't get me wrong, I love to do it. But just, having this feedback from you makes me feel like, yeah, it all makes sense. I can really help people to be more aligned with energies, and I can help this world to become more aware, and that's wonderful. This is so wonderful, and this is really, I connect this to my soul purpose of Aquarius in the fifth house. Express yourself in the most weird way, and people that's supposed to be in your tribe will find you. This is like truly this energy. And I had to release my self note, which was the opposite, like belonging to the group, being like the star of the group, pleasing other people with, Leo energy in 11th house. It was not easy for me to suddenly be alone and tapping into this energy that is very often rejected, Aquarius, like being astrologer. This is not the most respectful thing you can say in society, that this is your job and this is your path. It's like, it's weird for many people, right? But still, I tapped into that. I stayed with this, and I recommend you guys to do the same with your soul purpose. Explore it, find it out. What doesn't mean, what you need to do, what qualities you need to improve in this lifetime, and you will feel such a satisfaction. So, guys, again, if you need help, here I am. Just join my wait list. I hope I will start soon. I'm not really sure about this Mars and Neptune conjunction next year, next week. Possibly, I will also need to rest. So maybe I will start taking clients in May, hopefully. And then we're gonna explore your charts. We're gonna see how you will be affected by transits, how you can work on yourself. Yeah, so welcome, guys. My website is in the description box. And yeah, don't forget this webinar. Webinar is very helpful because you have full control over the whole year. Basically, you can check anytime you want, and every month you can plan better. You can see where you have best days of the year, so you can plan something good, like this May 23rd, amazing day, Venus and Jupiter together, beautiful. Yeah, and I wanted to mention also, yeah, talking about Neptune, you see, April 29, that will be Mars and Neptune. So yeah, from one side, we are acting on our dreams, but from the other side, it can be a very dreamy energy, and this is not really the energy possibly I would like to have in on a reading, because it will be right opposing my sun, just like Venus. I have Sun at the final degree of Virgo, so those energies are like in front of me. So yeah, mark those days. These are also days for observation of manifestation of eclipses and manifestation of like Venus being aligned with dreams, and then action Mars being aligned with dreams. While on the other hand, here with Saturn, Venus was restricted and Mars was restricted karmically, because Saturn wants more from you. And also something fated, of course, happening here. And it was meant to be. Karmic blockage. And so this is, guys, for you to remember what we are actually doing right now with this Chiron and Uranus. So we are really trying to face the fear of change and initiative and starting. As I mentioned, I see that universe knows that this is the time of really becoming independent, out of system, And the old system is ending in front of our eyes, and we need to become those strong individuals that know by themselves how to find information, how to start something. They don't need support. They can do it by themselves. They don't need a boss to earn money. They can just start their own business. They can be unemployed. They can be like digital nomads. Mm, there was a big movement of people moving into vans and starting van life and being like this digital nomads, and also traveling like to Asia or something with this Uranus in Taurus. You see, like this innovation of work, and then of course cryptocurrency. So remember, guys, that we all feel this fear. It's not like one person is scared to death and another person doesn't feel it, and everything is so easy. I was starting tons of things in my life alone, uh, and I was always feeling stressed, fear. I would travel a lot alone, solo travels. I loved doing this solo traveling thing because it was so empowering. It was showing me that I can manage every situation and I'm not afraid of the world. And I was also traveling to other countries to work, changing jobs, changing places where I would live, changing everything, environment, language. So I am a person of new starts and changes. And even though I did so many of them, still, leaving old comfort zone, starting the new, it's always a bit uncomfortable. It's not like I don't feel this fear. I just kind of like it's like with dentists, you don't like to go there, but you also know that you have to, and you just kind of like do this mental discipline, and you just go there with the fear. And this is the best tip. Like if you want to try something new, just make the first step. Don't think too much. Overthinking is not really the best friend of action. First step, just to start this domino game. Like you can watch the movie Butterfly Effect. It's a great movie to see how one action, one movement can change the whole story. And this is our energy now. One action, just one step, right? So you have always the choice, as I wrote here. You can tell yourself that no, I can't, or yes, I can. And this is your choice. And the choice starts from Chiron in Aries. If this Chiron is healed, then you believe in yourself and you just try it out. You don't stress too much about this all. Like you just take the action and you express yourself as well. You release this fear of what others will say about that. And that's the south note in Libra. Libra wants everybody to be happy and he wants to be liked by everybody, while Aries is like, I don't care. I like myself, that's enough. And I go and I do what I want. Whoever likes me, cool. But if you don't like me, it's also fine. Like I will not be like crying over you. I love Aries energy. It's like Aries is so bold. Very inspiring energy, childlike, like children. Children, if you look ugly, if you wear the wrong dress, the child will tell you that. It's like, you look so ugly today. They don't care. And this is Aries. Aries is the same. Aries is like, I just say what I think and that's it, and I just do what I want and that's it. It's like, why thinking so much about this? Oh my god, I just really, it's so funny. Aries. Mm. Yeah, so here's some quotes for you for motivation. Henry Ford, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you are right. And that's true. It's mindset. Mindset, guys. Warrior mindset. Feel the fear and do it anyways. So I see Mercury retrograde here. Hello. Here we go. I learned that courage wasn't the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who doesn't feel afraid, but he who conquers it. So, what I told you, Nelson Mandela, I think something to write down, maybe as an inspiration. So, yeah, this is the Venus Mars cycle. Remember, those two planets, they are symbols of eclipses. Venus Libra, Mars Aries. We had Libra Aries eclipses. So, also you can reflect on that. what was going on here. And just to let you know that we had a very beautiful time, Venus in Pisces, March 11, April 5th. That was the Venus exalted in Pisces. So feeling very good, very spiritual, very deep. And then Venus Taurus, another round when Venus will be in a very good position this year. So that was more about emotions and spirituality, and that will be more about this physical Venusian things, something tangible. And so you can also see what will be unfolding, because here's like, this realm of dreams, and here those dreams become reality, especially with Mars also being at the same time in Aries from April till June 9th. So quite a long time of very bold actions aligned with this Venus that will give like a tangible results, guys. So May is really a wonderful month, guys. Don't waste it. Don't waste this time. Uh, and yeah, in terms of Mars, yeah, this was a weak Mars from March 23rd till April 30. So don't worry if your actions were very like slow and sleepy, and you've been more like in a hermit mode, reflecting, thinking, and dreaming than doing something, because that's how this Mars works. Plus, we had eclipses, so it was even worse now. A lot of healing, a lot of triggers, a lot of emotions, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of confusion. So yeah, guys, just take your time. I always say the eclipses are the perfect time to just have this excuse that I don't really have to do much now, because there's like so much chaos. I need this chaos to, unfold, fade away, slow down. The dust is gone, and then I can start to actually integrate those energies. Yes. Mm. And then we're going to have Mars in Taurus from June. So another energy, very steady one. This will be a steady action, more patient, more determined. But this one will be very crazy high speed. So, guys, if you have something in your mind that you want to start, so this is the time when you want to use it. This energy is so bold, is so fast, is so action oriented. You can really win many, many battles during this time. You can make things happen very quickly during this time. So yeah, recommended to write those dates and just plan your journey for those cycles. And here you have some karmic dates. You can write them down and observe what happened in my life. If you remember, that was the healing part. That could be like some moment of facing this Chiron wound. That was, all those days, these planets are aligned with the karmic nodes, the North Node in Aries. Then March 19th, Mercury. So, energy of communication, something karmic could happen. Maybe some message, some email, some post on social media, somebody reaching out to you, you talking with somebody, or you just having some insights, or some short trip as well. Yeah, something, some message. I see this is the messenger, Mercury. So you could receive some message about these eclipses, what they are all about. I love those signs, like to observe this, how aligned this is all together. It's incredible. Then April 5th, that was the illumination of this destiny. You could have like this lighthouse energy over where's this next journey heading towards the North Node? What I need to do? Hmm? April 17, that was recently, Venus and North Node. I wrote a post about that. So you guys following me, you know that was a beautiful day for observation regarding what you truly value in life. What matters to you? What is worth the fights in this life and what is not? And just being aligned with this fated karmic alignment with your Venus energy. And then also for girls, ladies, your feminine side, how you embrace your beauty, your body as a woman. And for guys, the opposite. It can be like how you perceive femininity, and what is your value here, as well as money, abundance. Mm. And the last one, May. Mars is the last one always. May 18th. So this will be the last karmic time. when actions will be aligned with the North Node. Like this Mars in Aries, very empowered, very fast, very bold, will be like so sure where to go. It will be fated. As I wrote here, destiny knocking on your door. There's no way out with those nodes. They are just really bringing what you need to experience. It's meant to be. So whatever was happening here, guys, it was karma. It's your soul contract. You just have to follow this. And as I wrote here, next round with the nodes being aspected by these planets, we will have in February, April 2025 in Pisces. So you see, we go back to this Pisces energy here, like Saturn was now in conjunction to Venus with on March and 22nd, and then Mars, April 10th. So this energy is very important. And I really recommend you guys, if you haven't yet, if there's still something that you feel you want to release, you need to work on yourself, on your mental energy, emotional energy, some habits needs to be changed. Um, so work on this because this cycle is coming back next year again. So we will not get rid of this. It's not like it's just now and by. It's a forever lasting cycle that it's repetitive. So this detox, the more you detoxified your life and brought new habits into your energy, the better you will have. You will have it here, right? February, April 2025 in Pisces. So North Node will be in Pisces, going through the same part where Venus eclipse, Venus and Mars was. So that's interesting as well to remember that April was really about that and March to change something here. So yeah, time to get serious with Saturn, guys. Yeah. So then the more you will create something beautiful there now, the better you will have this period of your life next year. And healing days, guys, also for observation, especially here, Mercury, March 20, then April 15, that was retrograde, so return. And then the last one will be in May, already direct. So we have like 3 moments when our brain, when our mind, mental energy, maybe communication, brought some triggers and hopefully some healing as well. And then, of course, April 8th, that was eclipse. So sun and also moon was in conjunction to Chiron. That was a big trigger. You could be facing some old stuff that you didn't process in the past, that you've been repressing. And now in front of this new energy, this need for change, this need to start something all over again, you could be triggered and you could be forced to reflect on all those things. Mercury was retrograde during this time, so it was very much about the past. Past triggers came back. And then Venus with Chiron, I mentioned already, April 21. Remember this day, yes? So again, there might be some trigger and healing, or there might be only healing if you've been healing a lot with eclipses. If you realized mm, your old patterns that you don't want to carry, if you finished some connections, some toxic traits, then this April 21 can actually be positive. That you can have like this energy of alignment and feeling that, yes, I did a good job. Like my Venus is now in this healing waters of Chiron, finding medicine and becoming, yeah, more free, more beautiful. But it depends. You will see, guys, what happens to you. And then Mars with Chiron, May 29. So that will be this energy when we will feel this final trigger action, pure action energy. So it will be very much connected to the eclipse because eclipse was all about us taking this action or having problems with taking action, limitations. So there might be something here. And also careful with fights. Mars in Aries with Chiron together on May 29. That can be not so nice. It can be, some conversation that will end up in fights. People might be hurting themselves with words. So it depends on the situation. Hmm? So then here we go. Healing wound of self-confidence, self-esteem, warrior energy, taking bold action. So this is the energy of Chiron. I also have guidance on my blog. You can have a look. It was written last year, and there you will find some insights about how to work with this. And this is the goal of this whole journey of April, from I am too scared to try to I feel the fear and I do it anyways. And this can be about anything. I have like clients that are, for example, like they lost the job, they need to find a new path. They lost some property, or they lost like the old place where they used to live. Now they have to switch, they have to find new place. Or people who ended a relationship, and now they are just rebuilding this sense of self on themselves without this second person, and they are trying to find out who they truly are without this couple dynamic. Because very often in couples, if you don't have a strong personality, if you don't have a strong sense of who you truly are, then you can get lost in a relationship. And then when this relationship ends, then you might have this sense of I don't know who I am. Also, same with family, if you are too much connected and too strongly attached. So you might be like influenced by your family, and there's like your essence is gone somewhere, lost in this tradition. And I experienced that to a certain point last year, when I was like forced to come back to my hometown by eclipses, of course. Right after eclipses, like they called me and there was some crisis here, and I had to kind of like all my plans. I was thinking about maybe starting new life in Portugal. I was rechecking tax office there, what's the system there, but it was actually not so good. So then I decided that possibly I will buy a van and I will go to Norway, living in a van and working as a witch. But you see, you can plan, but you see what happened. That I ended up here. And I was like all the time doing something for everybody. I stopped working actually. I was just taking care of everything and everybody, and driving all day, and really just living my life for others, like pure self-sacrifice. Careful with that. Neptune, 29 degree. This will be happening now in May, from May. So just don't lose yourself in the process. So yeah, I kind of like lost my identity in all of that, and that was so painful. Like to a certain point, I didn't know who I am anymore. I was just all the time just like like a nurse for others, caregiver. And when I stopped that, when I set boundaries, when I went into the hermit mode, when I started to like, you know as I started to search for myself again, slowly, step by step. Eclipses were also helping me. And we also had Venus retrograde this summer, so we can reflect how the summer changed your uh, partnership dynamic, your approach to relationships, your approach to self-worth, to what you actually expect from people that's supposed to be in your life, and what connections are not for you. It was a Venus in Leo. So, yeah, that was this retrograde time that's supposed to help us with the self love journey. And also from July 17, I believe, North Node is in Aries. So, that was the start of this journey of finding who you truly are in those partnerships. Yeah, and then we had the eclipse in October, and then another round now, March, April. And now we're gonna have 6 months of events unfolding after those eclipses. So this is just the beginning, guys. It's not like something happened just on April 8th. And if didn't happen, then you are not affected or something. No, guys, this cycle of energy cycles have like some starting point, some initiation, some peak, but the rest is unfolding. It's like evolution, guys. It's our karmic lesson. So now, next 6 months, whatever you started to realize now here with this energy, now 6 months of this. Slowly but surely, it will be happening. More and more of this. Yeah. So yeah, guys, I think I will be ending. Just final word. I wanted to let you know that I have some videos, movies. Yeah, I wish. No, I don't. So I have videos, guys. Let me see. Oh, maybe you stay here. Just for you to recommend you what you can watch from videos I already did before. For sure, this one, astrology. What I'm doing. Okay, let's go back here. Saturn in Pisces, guys. Super recommended. I did so much research on that. I have two parts of this video. You have everything there. It's like so much information. Yeah, look at this. I'm a proud mama of this one. I did this last year in February. So you see how many things I am covering here. I also talk about this Neptune in Pisces that we are soon ending. I talk about this famous conjunction Neptune Saturn. I talk about karmic consequences of 2020. Let's see what I'm saying here. What a matrix I'm creating, a video in the video. Oh, but some manifests in the world. It all depends also on us, on humanity, and on our leaders, what we're gonna do. But pandemic is in the air. That's why my tip is to really truly take care of your health, of your immune system, especially because we will also pay karmic consequences for all that happened since 2020 when Saturn was in Aquarius and when we lost our freedom, but also we experienced this pandemic going on. And the solution for this pandemic, those substances that were, you know, many people were not really even deciding about taking them, but they were kind of like forced to do certain experiment on themselves. Because of that, they will not be able to. Okay. So you guys are welcomed. As you can see, I love very much all that happened in 2020, and yeah, I will keep loving it for the rest of my life. So I will for sure be talking about that. So you guys, commenting that I should stop fear mongering. Yeah, the era of people pleasing is done in my case. I really learned my lessons with eclipses in Libra, and now I will really just express myself and my truth. And whoever wants to listen is welcome. Whoever doesn't is also absolutely fine. Like, I'm not mad at anybody. You guys choose what you want in your life. But I want to share it because I have this strong faith and belief that if I will save at least one person, it's worth it. This whole work I'm doing, it's worth it. So look what is happening. Look how many things already are like right happening here. End of illusion. And the second part, here we go. New pandemic. I've kind of like repeat some things, but I also add much more. Here you can see some health issues that we might have, for example. This thing I think happened to many people during eclipses, like a restriction of that. And also this, improving diet. And yeah, I talk about many things, as you can see. It's also this. This is something we also, especially now in Dubai, right? So it was all predicted in February. So just come back here if you want anytime you wish, because this is actually something for this year and next year till February 2026. So we're gonna have this energy still going on. And as that was eclipsed, Saturn was like participating in this eclipse, which is all about starting new beginning. And you can see that actually we have the Saturn Neptune conjunction here. Aries zero, it's like the brand new beginning, Saturn and Neptune in February 2026. So this eclipse is connected to this, and this eclipse is connected to Pluto in Aquarius, as I mentioned. We are building our sense of identity to be authentic, right? Yeah, you can find my website in the description box if you wish. You can see what I'm doing, how I'm working with clients. Here you can join my. I wrote free newsletter, but honestly, I'm not creating this now. But this is for us to reconnect in case social media will die, because with Pluto in Aquarius, I kind of like believe that it will not last for long. Those Instagrams and Facebooks, they will be replaced with something new, and people will be like moving to new platforms. So I would love, guys, to for you to just enter here and leave your email and just let it be. And when I will be creating some new platform, and then I will just send you an email with invitation, and you will be able to follow me. And of course, if you wish, you can offer me a cup of tea if my work is helping you somehow and you would like to give some energy back. And I also have some blog posts about natal chart if you don't know what is the horoscope. So I created some guidance here. You can just punch here and you will have the description. It's like a free course of astrology. Yeah, and this is the energy of Pisces Neptune. I am a 12th house stellium. So this Neptunian, Piscean, spiritual, dreamy realm is definitely a big part of my energy. And here you can see what we will be experiencing from May. This kind of vibe. Neptune 29-degree, the highest level of this, reaching this high realm of spirituality, of unconditional love, of being one with everything. And this having this sense of that life is a mystery as well, just like the fog here, right? And we can also see life through this fog. So this is the warning, guys, that be careful who you trust. Be careful with your money. Be careful with how you use media. Don't fall into the trap of manipulation. There might be a lot of propaganda with Neptune 29. There might be like lies, deception, fake news, people not really knowing what is true, what is not true. There might be a crisis of faith for some people because of events unfolding, and people might feel very confused about reality. So it's very important to tap into the beauty of this Neptune. The beauty here is what I mentioned, high soul level energy, operating from this place, knowing that there's something more than just this 3D reality, that we are going through this life according to some higher plan. And yeah, what I have here. I have something open, so I will see. What is that? Oh yeah, this is something to lift you up. My, I think, most beloved post. What I love about the astrology of this year, this North Node in Aries, yes, like end of people pleasing tendencies. We will not be feeling guilty for choosing ourselves first anymore. It's a whole year is like a boost of courage for our warrior spirit. That's why this April is so important, guys, because this year has indeed a lot of potential for us to start and risk, but we need to heal this insecurity of Chiron, so we will not be afraid. Then Jupiter in Uranus now happening right now. Great potential for sudden growth, abundance, awakening, expansion, surprises. Worth to know where's that in your chart to make good decisions and enjoy this transit to the max. Fun fact, I have this this conjunction squaring my karmic notes. And I get a lot of rewards from people because it's like 11th house, fifth house of my own business, 11th house community groups, and blessings. 11th house is also talking about blissful energy, manifestation of your dreams. Um, and I feel like I'm starting to be rewarded. I had Saturn in fifth house for the last 2 years. And so I was working so hard on this space, making so many posts. Like I was very like a workaholic almost. I had almost no holidays. I mean, for me, doing astrology is such a pleasure that I don't really feel like I need. And I was actually working a lot in beautiful places, like on the beach or something, so I can like plane. It was like holidays, but still, guys, this is my motivation for you that, we just started a new cycle of Mars and Saturn on April 10th. It's a 2 years long cycle, so it's really worth it. Whatever that happened in your chart, This is your point of high focus, to be determined, to hard work, to not give up, just like I did. And today I feel like so blessed for all the work. I'm in a very nice place right now. I reached some beautiful beautiful goals that I wanted to reach, and it's very nice really to trust Saturn. If Saturn's making things hard for you, it's just a karmic test. And if you don't quit, it will be a beautiful result. Yeah, and then this Neptune Pluto hitting 29 guys this year. So this fall especially will be strong, but we start already in May. That there is some karmic story ending, karmic cycles, old attachments, old emotions, old heartbreaks, old healing journey, maybe your childhood energy. We are healing that, we are ending that, we are releasing this energy of illusion that we created in past 12 years. I think about this illusion of internet, that people showing up in such a perfect way on Instagram, beautiful selfies, filters, and this ideal life. And now it's like Saturn is in Pisces, and it's like, oh, I want to see the truth. And I want to show my truth. And you can see so many people now talking about their pain, wounds, diseases, difficulties they went through, this imperfection energy, emotions. It's wonderful. I love it absolutely. I hate perfectionism because I was suffering from perfectionism for a long, long time with my placements. And I needed to heal that as well. And that was so liberating. Like, allowing yourself to be imperfect, it's the most liberating thing you can ever have. And then you also allow other people to be imperfect. You are not so strict, you're not so controlling, not so judgmental, you have more compassion. So guys, this is also some energy to work on with this Neptune, finding this higher level of compassion. And then this one, Saturn, yes, Saturn organizing Pisces house, very good for artists. Addictions are gone, and people are pushed to heal. End of procrastination. This I also mentioned that till May 25th, we have Jupiter in Taurus, so great energy for abundance and money, investments, love, um, property, land, food, pleasures in life. Jupiter is giving higher knowledge. So also wherever is that in your chart, this Taurus, it's expanding in the sense of wisdom with Jupiter. And then the energy will switch to Gemini. So then it will be more about what Gemini rules: learning, traveling, writing, working, interacting with people, a lot of communication, a lot of messages, a lot of information, a lot of talking, Gemini, yeah, a lot of news as well. I feel like there will be like tons of news. So again, with this Neptune 29 plus this Jupiter in Gemini, I see like tons of information. Nobody knows what is true anymore. It's like fake news here, fake news there. So guys, also be aware of that. Don't trust everything you see this year. This year, always. And yeah, this is already gone. But I wonder, guys, maybe you can write me in comments if you also experience that this time of those all planets direct. So February, March. It was like it happened like 1 week. Like I don't even know where this time is. It was so fast. Everything just, like a thunder. It was very quick. Mm. Especially with Pluto in Aquarius, uh, because Aquarius is also very fast. And if you think about Pluto in terms of transformation, so this transformation, this shadow work, dealing with some challenges in order to become better, when it was in Capricorn, there was like a lot of this slow down, repetitive energy. Like you thought you already healed the story, you closed this chapter, and again and again and again. It was like very annoying, repetitive, just like Saturn likes a systematic, disciplined. over and over again, or obstacle after obstacle. And now with Pluto in Aquarius, it's like such a high speed. Like this year, I went through the fastest transformation of how I think, how I feel. My life became so quickly aligned with the right path. Like I was really not in the right place some months ago, some weeks ago, due to my life situation. But this energy entered and it was like such a high speed of transformation. I'm just amazed. So I wonder if you guys also noticed that this Aquarius is so fast. And now when we're gonna have Jupiter in Gemini together with Pluto in Aquarius, it will be even faster. It will be such a high speed of, new insights, new mindset, awakening energy, learning, studying. A fantastic year for learning, starting from June. If you want to learn something new, then go for it. And then, guys, eclipses in Libra, Aries. This is also connected to April. Yes, so we are ending unhealthy connections, toxic love patterns. We are improving them, and we are setting boundaries, learning how to express ourselves more directly, and fighting for justice in partnerships. Mhm. Yeah. Okay, this is an old post. And this is my summary of this eclipse, right? The most brutal. It was brutal. I don't know if you experienced that, guys, but it was ruled by Mars and Saturn together. So it was like this harsh energy. It was funny. So yeah, you starting with pain and fear and grief and insecurities. So much fun. Yeah, but also healing. It was healing. Hmm. Honesty was very important here. If you've been honest with yourself, if you've been like rechecking on yourself, like, why am I feeling this way? Why am I afraid? Why am I so blocked? Where is the source of that? What happened to me in the past that I'm feeling like this? And that was the healing journey. Yeah. New fated destination is coming, but you need to show patience and determination to heal and unblock your warrior spirit and self confidence. It will not be a comfortable eclipse, but the only option to get to the light of the new life is by confronting your demons first. Commit to healing and long term goals. It will be so rewarding. May and June offer wonderful energy of abundance after the revolutionary April. So there is something to be looking forward to. We really need this harsh shakeup now. I believe so. Still, trust it. Use this week to self reflect. Week, I would say in general, next days, self reflect, heal your pain, work on your self worth issues. I hope that many of you already did that because it was so fast. This eclipse was so fast, so strong. Also, guys, if you will be willing to go to this article where I kind of like article, it's like really collection of very different topics that I feel like people should know, about. But one thing I want to show you, this guy. Yeah, so this professor from Japan, he published a video. Yeah, talking about something that possibly can save your ass in the next round of this madness that looks like they are planning. Because you remember there was this conjunction in January, exactly during the day when they met. The World Economic Forum meeting was under one of the darkest transits of the whole year. So what a timing! I think they use astrology to make it even more and more ugly and dark. This this meeting there, very secretive energy as well. There was, I think, it was Sun and Pluto conjunction. I think so. Yes. So yeah, here you have the link. If you would go to this article, it's in the description box. Then you can punch here and you can watch this person telling some interesting things. Yeah, and also you can reflect about the Saturn for the next 2 years. We're gonna have still Saturn in Pisces. So whatever those eclipses showed you regarding your Pisces energy, and you are an artist, maybe you're doing something creative, but it was with this Neptune was like just doing this for fun, but not really having some structure, not making money out of this, not having some discipline. Yeah, this kind of energy. For example, I used to do a lot of photos in my Neptune era, Neptune in Pisces. But now with Saturn, I am like, focused on astrology because this is my tangible business. And that was more like my self-expression of my inner world, my magical world. And with this, I want to show you this picture here. This is how you're supposed to feel with this Jupiter and Uranus, liberated like a bird heading towards the light, being in nature, Taurus, being one with nature, being free, being autonomous. And here's the path of eclipse. You see, like you don't see what is there. You just know that light is there. You just go, but you don't know the outcome. And that's the beauty of life. Nobody knows the outcome. You just have to try and you will see what will be unfolding out of this. And this is the 12th house or Neptune energy. Yes. So this Neptunian folk, as I mentioned before, we can also be like very sensitive during this time, very highly emotional. And this is the energy of Mercury retro, like you are going inwards into yourself, you are healing, you are reflecting, you are thinking. So that was the energy of Aries, like you going back to your I am energy and finding your wounds, healing them, understanding them, loving them, accepting them. Mm? And this is a Chiron energy. You see I even wrote it, she wore her wounds like a mosaic masterpiece. I made this in Norway as some years ago. So you see, it's like a dry flower. It's an old flower, but stuck to your skin, like a part of you. And there is this wound here. And with Chiron in Aries and with those days, those healing days that I was showing you, we supposed to return to this wound and heal it, right? So then we will be more pure, clean. And you see those wounds removed here and also exposed, like they are visible to others as well. Like this is a part of who you are, and you are not afraid to also show this. And then this liberation again, being free. This is the energy of Uranus in Taurus with Jupiter again, being one with nature, finding back your true self, alignment, and freedom. Yeah, so just to remind you, healing days, yes, this Chiron energy. Again, you can reflect on those days. And in general, guys, just accept the fact that healing is a part of every single life. Everybody has Chiron somewhere in the chart. And what's beautiful about Chiron, I will be watching my photos because actually I haven't seen them for a while. So I think they are very old. The eclipse, you see, this is the eclipse. Bring it on, universe! Bring the storm, pouring rain. Yeah, this is Norway. Look, guys, it's such a beautiful thing. And this is where you get to where you work with Saturn to the top of the mountain. If you don't give up, if you keep pushing, then you will get this beautiful view. So this is Saturn in Pisces, guys. It will be rewarded. Don't give up. I keep repeating. I cannot believe that I was living in such a place. So this is, you see, this is my life with Jupiter opposing Uranus. So I carry this energy in me. And you can see that basically now the world is under this energy as well. For me, it was, this expansion was always possible. Like I was not having those limitations much here. So I hope that you will also feel it, that you will have the spirit of, yes, I can. Yes, I can do it. Yes, I want to try. And then we're gonna have those beautiful energies, beautiful weeks of May. I'm really looking forward for them, although I'm enjoying this April as well. It's chaotic, but there's a lot going on. There's excitement. There's like this Uranus energy strongly aspected. So there's like surprises and shocks, and I kind of like it. So I hope you guys too. I wish you all the best. Thank you for listening. So again, whatever you want, just have a look at the description box. I collected everything there that I find worth to share right now. And yeah, that's it for now. Thank you so much, guys, and see you next time. Bye.